Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers every day, Monday through Friday. So hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Today, with the short week, we preview the Week 2 matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders, bringing you our 6 keys to victory. Both teams enter the game with 1-0 records. The Packers beating the Lions convincingly 27-13, while the Commanders had an easy time with the Giants beating them 21-6. Commanders not an easy team. They went to the NFC Championship game last season. Green Bay leads the all-time series 20-16 with one tie, and the Packers also have won 2 of the 3 playoff meetings with Washington, and that series dates back all the way to 1932 when the Commanders were known as the Boston Braves. So here are our 6 keys to victory for the Packers Thursday night against the Commanders. Number 1, and I think this is vital, don't let Jaden Daniels beat you with his legs. Running quarterbacks have given the Packers defense fits for years. And with Daniels, you've got a guy who can both throw the ball extremely well and is an elite running quarterback. Last year, 3,500 plus yards throwing the football and almost 900 yards rushing. He also had a quarterback rating of 100.1 while winning Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. And so I think the Packers are going to have a spy. I think Quay Walker is the number 1 candidate for that. Edgerrin Cooper may get some looks in that role as well, but you've got to prevent Daniels from, gaining substantial yards when his pass protection breaks down. And the Packers have great weapons to get to the quarterback. Micah Parsons, obviously, Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness, Devontae Wyatt. Jeff Hafley may move Parsons around, but they've got to stay in their rush lanes, keep Daniels in the pocket, and close that pocket on him. If he beats you with your legs, the Packers could be in trouble. Important game for the spy. Number 2, contain the receiving duo of Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel. The Packers are dealing with some potential injuries in the secondary. They're hoping Nate Hobbs is back. Bo Melton has a shoulder injury. They're hoping he's ready. Carrington Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon did a really good job against a dangerous Detroit passing attack in week 1. If Hobbs comes back, that obviously helps. Samuel, well, during his time with the 49ers, we know what he can do against the Packers. And McLaurin, he's more of a deep threat. And he may not be in full football shape yet. He missed the preseason and most of training camp due to a hold-in as he tried to negotiate a contract. But the Packers have to do a similar thing to what they did last week against Detroit, which is not let McLaurin beat them deep and, keep the receivers in front of them and then rally to the ball and make tackles. That is going to be critical. Limit those splash plays and make Washington earn every inch of real estate that they're able to get. And, the thing that's going to make it tougher to keep the receivers in front of you and to just rally to the ball is that, Jared Goff of the Lions wasn't a mobile quarterback. Jaden Daniels, he could scramble, extend a play, and throw it, which means that it will be a little tougher for the cornerbacks and safeties to stay with their receiver. They're going to have to stay with them even longer. Our third key, Green Bay's got to run the football. This is something they didn't do particularly well against the Lions in week 1. Josh Jacobs hit at or even sometimes behind the line of scrimmage far too often. And the only reason he ended up with a decent running total is because of what he did after first contact. He knows how to break tackles. Packers may be without left guard Aaron Banks and right tackle Zach Tom, both of them dealing with injuries. Matt LaFleur basically saying he's going to give them every opportunity to get ready for this game, but they may or may not be ready. And if necessary, you have Jordan Morgan to fill in at guard for Banks and Darian Kennard, who did a solid job when Tom got hurt last week in the second half. The challenge to run the football, well, you have Deron Payne and Javon Kinlaw in the middle of that, Commanders defense, and Elton Jenkins and whoever the guards are going to have a tough time moving those two players out. If Jacobs can run the ball well, it'll open up the play-action passing game for Jordan Love and the Packers. The Packers also have to protect Jordan Love. And, Doris Armstrong, he's their number one pass rusher, had a sack, 6 pressures, whether it's Rasheed Walker, whether it's Zach Tom, whether it's Kennard. They've got to slow him down. You also have Von Miller, who comes in obvious passing downs. Jordan Love did a great job last week of reading defenses from the pre-snap reads even. But, you give him time to throw, he can pick apart this Washington secondary, but not necessarily going to be easy to contain that Commanders pass rush. Key number 5, slow down the Washington running game. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. He is a rookie. The Arizona star had a good NFL debut, emerged as the team's top back. Green Bay did such a good job last week of stopping a dangerous Lions running attack. Kudos to Colby Wooden. He may have been the unsung hero of the game last week. Devontae Wyatt, not known as a run stopper, but did a solid job against the run. If the Packers can slow down that running attack and force Daniels to throw the football, more power to him, and that helps set up the pass rush as well. And key number 6, get Tucker Kraft more involved. We talked about the injuries at wide receiver. Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks, both on Wednesday's injury report. I look for Matthew Golden to get more involved and Tucker Kraft. I think he'll have more opportunities to catch passes. Last week, he was chipping Aiden Hutchinson at the line of scrimmage on many, many plays, limited him to 2 catches. But, hey, one of them went for an important touchdown. So we'll see if Matt LaFleur can get the tight ends more involved in the offense and, how healthy the receivers are. But I think there will be opportunities there for the passing game. Our prediction for this one, boy, this would be a big win for the Packers. Get them off to a 2-0 start and having them beat the team with the best record last year in the NFC in the Lions and a division rival. And then a team that went to the NFC Championship game in the Commanders. Green Bay obviously has an advantage because they're at home on a short week. The Thursday night home field advantage is even more important, I think, than it is on a regular Sunday. This will not be an easy game. I think it'll be close, but I think the Packers win it. My pick, Packers 30, Commanders 27. But let's see if the Packers can indeed pull off this big win. Check out our website at thepackerspost.com. There we've got in-depth articles on the Packers Monday through Saturday, so check that out. And here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Daily Packers Post. I'm Gil Martin. Thanks so much for watching. We'd love to hear from you in the comment section. Have a great day, everyone. And of course, go Pack Go.